Hello, hello. Another beautiful day. I hope you guys are having a great morning. We're back to it today. Will be pretty short. I'm going to focus on just this poem by Langston Hughes and this quote by Richard Wright. I believe it's a poem as well. I want to just, get into the interpretation and seeing what these guys are trying to say about the South and the North. Let's get into it. The kinder mistress. The lazy, laughing South, with blood on his mouth, passionate, cruel, honey-lipped, syphilitic, that is the South. And I, who am black, would love her, but she spits in my face. So now I seek the North, the cold-faced North. For she, they say, is a kinder mistress. Langston Hughes, the South. What is Mr. Hughes trying to say? Let's interpret this the best we can. I believe that this is about the cruelness of the South, but he's comparing it to being a woman. As far as the South, as far as Black Americans being married to the South and being married to a woman that isn't wifey material. Pretty much. I mean, she's lazy. She is cruel, even though she's passionate, but she has syphilis. Look at that. Syphilitic. She has syphilis. That to me says that she's extremely promiscuous. And when it comes to Black people in the South, the rape and the taking advantage of Black women and just the discarding of Black bodies, cruel, cruel stuff. And he goes on to say that he would love her, but she spits in his face. Again, the South just not a place for Black people, but that was the beginning for us as far as being the foundation of this country and building this country. We were married to a very cruel and unpleasant wife that would spit in our face when we tried to love her. And that was just the cruel reality of it all. As far as the North, the kinder mistress, again, what's a mistress? Someone that we couldn't fully depend on, couldn't fully trust, but it was someone to relieve us of the pain and suffering from our Southern wife. Interesting poem, very interesting. Let's go on to Richard Wright. 12 million Black voices. Let's go. Timidly, we get off the train. We hug our suitcases, fearful of pickpockets. We are very reserved, for we have been warned not to act green. We board our first Yankee streetcar to go to a cousin's home. We have been told that we can sit where we please, but we are still scared. We cannot shake off 300 years of fear in 3 hours. Richard Wright, 12 million Black voices. The thing that stood out in this poem is that 300 years of fear we can't shake off in 3 hours. If you are a Black person watching this, I'm pretty sure you've come across non-Black people who are quick to throw out get over it. Slavery was a long time, live in the present, live in the now. But they don't understand, 300 years of fear. I mean, that stuff is in you. It's in the DNA. You know, I told you guys previous video ago that my own father would whisper in his own house when he talked about white folks. If that's not, you know, fear, I don't know what it is. So, but yeah, I just wanted to, you know, focus on these two poems for today and try to interpret these poems. They're very interesting and they just stood out to me. So tomorrow I'll get back to reading and sharing that, but I just wanted to share these poems by Richard Wright and the great Langston Hughes. So I'm going to share now what I am watching. Watching this film called Nanny is on Amazon Prime. And it's about this woman right here, the sister. She's from Africa, and she's an immigrant who came to New York, and she got a job as a nanny for this white family. And the film is really about her missing her child, her son, that's back in Africa. She left him to pursue the life in the States. And so it's about her and her guilt of leaving him and trying to save up enough money to get him to come with her to the States. It's a pretty good movie. I kind of don't like how they tried to sell it as a horror movie. It's not really a horror movie. It's more of a drama. But, you know, it has some horrific elements to it, but I wouldn't consider it a horror movie. But hey, you got to do what you got to do to get the film made and to get it marketed and to get it seen, you know. So that's what it is. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. The sister here, she's a good actress. I believe she's from France. I don't know. I think she's a French actress, I think. But beautiful sister, beautiful film. Very sad if you watch it. It's pretty sad, but you know, it sucks how she, you know, came here and she had to become a nanny, man, like so many immigrants do. I'll never forget hearing so many stories of like immigrants from like Africa and things of that nature, and they were like engineers and doctors, and then they come here and they can't practice here, so they become taxi drivers, you know, and they just live their whole life being a taxi driver. It's pretty sad, you know, that reality of the tough transition from your homeland to a new land. But yes, this movie's pretty interesting. It's called Nanny. It's on Amazon Prime. Check it out if you want. And I will check in tomorrow with the new video. You guys take care and talk to you soon. Take care.